Greetings, Lunari here with an update on the development of Ambient Prologue. January was an incredibly valuable month for our studio, both in development and in the public eye. As you may already know, A Little Bit Different represents several nationalities and cultures, and we're supported by people all over the world. While differences are what make our studio unique, we're also faced with challenges that arise from a globally dispersed workforce. Dreamy was not expecting to have a team of this size develop so quickly. Organizing musicians, programmers, writers, modelers, artists, and other developers ended up being a greater challenge than we originally thought. Every team member has their own set of skills, and we're ensuring that everyone's individual talents fit into Ambient's development. That being said, I do have a bit of bad news to deliver. Ambient Prologue's original release date was set for February, and if Dreamy had worked on his own as originally planned, the game would be ready for release. However, it would be very similar to the quality you saw in the original video. Now that there's a team of people dedicated to creating this game, we're setting our sights on really polishing Ambient Prologue. The game is nearing completion, but we're going to have to push the release date back to April. This isn't something that we initially intended to do, but we want Ambient to take advantage of the skills and tools we have at our disposal. Despite the disheartening news, the team has been eagerly working on Ambient, creating new content and polishing what we have. Here's just a small piece of what we've been able to accomplish over the month of January. First and foremost, Ambient Prologue was greenlit on Steam. While we were in the voting phase of the process, we received an incredible amount of support from our followers. We received a great amount of feedback and found a lot of you are genuinely interested in what we're creating. The attention was quite uplifting for our studio, and we're very grateful for your enthusiasm. Moving on to development, the programmers have been developing the game's combat system. Our goal is to make fast, engaging combat that's still highly strategic and keeps the player in the center of the action. Already, we're seeing the system come together, with opportunities for engaging gameplay presenting themselves quite well. Now, I must warn you, the current combat system is still very much a work in progress. Looking toward the aesthetics, you can see that the character models themselves have had a pretty thorough reworking. That's thanks to a lot of hard work from our modeling team and a new hair shader released for the Unreal Engine. As you can see, we're going back to the basics and discovering what Ambient Prologue can be with the talent in our studio. On the writing side of the project, the script is incredibly close to completion, and recording has already started on multiple parts. The difference in culture, language, and region has given us an incredible opportunity to make something that feels truly universal. We want the story to shine as brightly as the engine, and our writing team gave an incredible amount of work during January to meet that goal. I guess you could say that, aside from the delay, everything is falling together much better than we expected. Well, almost everything. There is one relatively large problem. We only have one animator on the team. While this wouldn't have been an issue without our expansion, our current level of quality does not meet that of the current animations. While we've been able to make Ambient Prologue's art, music, and writing beautiful, we need an animator to make the game truly come to life. So, if you have talent as an animator and want to work as part of our team, send an email and be sure to include some examples of your previous works. As you can see, we're making great progress, but there's still a fair amount of work to finish. We want Ambient Prologue to be a game anyone can enjoy, and we're working hard to reach that goal. Before we depart, we want to extend a thanks to our supporters on Patreon and to everyone who's following Ambient's development. We've been able to achieve so much more with your support and enthusiasm, and we're trying to make Ambient something that will truly shine with the rest.